Hello class, welcome to our instructional video on how to generate the responses from the quiz that you gave to your students into a Google Sheet, and how to clean the data so you can manipulate it mathematically by calculating averages and finding students that need more attention or more challenges. Okay, so what you can see here is a Google form that we created to test students on statistics and probability. This quiz is made to test for 3 standards, and each standard has 4 questions that our students need to answer. What you can see is that I already have 12 responses, so 12 of my students responded here. And if I click on that, I can see like different responses. I can get some insight into this, but it's really hard to manipulate mathematically here. So what I want to do is I want to generate a Google Sheets, so a list of all the questions and answers, so I can more easily see what's going on in my class. And to do that, I need to click on this image, on this button right here, this green button. And what it's going to happen is it's going to generate this Google Sheets list for me with all the questions and all the answers. Now at this point, I want to clean this up in a way that would allow me to do some mathematical calculations for it. But I don't want to delete anything, but it's always useful to have the original, because the original allows you to still look at the answers. So what we're going to do is we're going to, so the first question, you can see it here in column C. We want to copy that column by inserting one column to the right and then copying all the content and pasting it in, oh, that's too many, in column D. Okay, now we can clean column D. What I want to do is I want to color it so I know that this is my clean list. I'm going to color it blue by highlighting it and clicking on this little bucket of color. Then I want to turn on all the filters, and I will do that by clicking on this corner right here above the 1 and left from the A column. And when I do that, I want to click on the filter, which looks like this little funnel over here. I'm going to click on that, and as you can see, it created filters in every single column. Okay, so my blue column is the one that I want to change, and it's right next to my original column. All right, so now let's go back to the form and let's take a look at the first question. So in the first question, you can see that the correct answer is mode. Now you don't want to do the cleaning one by one because it's easy to make a mistake. What you want to do is you want to click on this little filter that looks like a reverse Christmas tree, and you want to turn off everything but that word mode. That is the correct answer. Click OK, and now you can see that the Google Sheets only kept my correct answers. And I'm gonna use the number 1 for correct answers. I'm gonna type in 1 to the first of these cells, and then I'm going to select that cell. And as you can see in the corner here, there is a little square that I can grab and drag down to all the other cells that have the same word. And voila, it changes all of them to 1. So those are my correct answers. Now I want to click on the funnel again, and this time I want to turn off the 1, but I want to keep everything else because these are my incorrect answers, and I want to turn them into 0. All right, and we have 5 of them. So I'm going to repeat that, the same procedure like I did before, but I'm going to type 0 this time. And then I'm going to select that cell by clicking on it and drag the little square down to all the incorrect answers. There you go. Now I can turn off the filter by clicking on the funnel and selecting all the answers there. Click OK. Do a quick check to make sure that modes are 1, 1, 1. Yes, it's all good. And that is my first column. So now repeat the procedure for all the other columns, and then we will talk about how to turn those numbers and how to into something that will tell us how did our students do on different standards and on the whole test altogether and so on.